Good afternoon, guys. Today, your subject is banquet and restaurant operations and management. And in this subject, we do selecting a site. Okay, how we select a site. In previous lecture, we just overview on having an overview on this topic, selecting a site. But today, we do this topic in detail. Okay, so let's start with first slide. Selecting a site, be aware that it is in site selection there are two important designations, whether your concept is convenience oriented or destination oriented, like we did in last lecture also, and that there are two types of important designations by which we clear our concept whether we are opening a convenience oriented restaurant or we are opening the destination oriented restaurant, because both are having the different concepts. Some people can like choose like convenience oriented, like they are just going to the restaurant which are nearby their place or nearby their home. Okay, or coming into the way when he is going to he or she is going to the office or coming back from there also. Okay, and but the destination oriented, we have to plan for that. We have to go far to eat something. Okay, there are so many fancy things over there, like we can taste over there, and also we can uh, make a kind of do the kind of picnic over there. Okay, a convenience oriented restaurant like a fast food franchises depends primarily on a nearby base of customer to keep drop-ins, generally for unplanned visits. Like why we choose or the guests choose convenience oriented restaurant, or why we are opening a convenience oriented restaurants. Okay, that are basically your fast food franchises like KFC, McDonald's, Domino's. Okay, or the nearby local chains in your city or in your state. Okay, that basically depending primarily on nearby base of customer to keep be customer to be drop-ins, generally for unplanned visits. Like we don't plan for this, we just go over there and we just take the meal, whether we are in a car or whether we can go over there, sit and have a meal. Okay, that is only with the convenience oriented restaurant, because it is likely to have similar competition throughout the area, like because there are so many other restaurants over there. So we have to keep in our mind, like there are so many restaurants where we are opening a restaurant, so we also check the food quality and all that things. Okay, because we have to compete with other restaurants also. Customer probably would not drive a long distance to visit this particular site unless it happens to be a convenient part of their daily commute or earned route. Okay, they don't plan specially plan for to go this type in this type of restaurants. Okay, basically they just go whether they are going for the shopping or whether they are just going for a drive, and then they just have their meal. Okay, so this type of restaurants are basically for these type of people. Like I already told you that sometimes people are coming back from their office or from their business, from like from their shops. Okay, then they just pick up the meal and go to the home and consume the meal. Okay, and next is your destination oriented restaurants attract guests often because of their unique concept. Like they are having some kind of unique concept, the decor, the you can say that the cuisine they are offering to you that are very much special. The decor, they are maybe pitching up some kind of you can say that the for the particular region, for particular cuisine. Okay, because if you are saying, like if somebody is going 10 to 20 miles to eat something, then that particular restaurant is having some different things to offer to that guest, then only you can pitch your customers or pitch your guest. In next point, customer visit in this case are planned ahead of time and may involve driving 10 or more miles depending upon the attractiveness and availability of the concept. Like I told you, like why people are coming so far when they are getting the things near to their home. Because if you are having some kind of different attraction over there, like availability of food, different availability of food, the taste you are giving to them, okay, the you can say that the when they are coming over there, you can say that you are they can stay over there for 2 to 3 or 4 hours. Okay, they may click pictures, they may play games over there. Okay, like they can have meal, the tasty food which you are offering to them. Okay, then they only come to 10 to 20 miles and come to their restaurant. A destination restaurant is more likely to be the choice for a special occasions and fancier meal. Ideally, you will attract both type of customers, some drop in and some who planned their visit. Like if you are having some different concept over there, like people are coming from one going one state to another or one city to another, they may stop over there and consume their meal over there. Okay, maybe like light snacks or maybe light beverages over there, but you have something different which they already getting to near to their home. Okay, then they only stop to your place. Like if I talk about this, like जब भी हम कभी कोई प्लान करते हैं या जब भी हम कहीं जाते हैं, like maybe we can stop at a particular place to just have a tea over there. Okay, because they are very offering very much special tea. Okay, then only we stop over there. Otherwise we are getting tea at our home also, or where we are going we can also have tea over there. But the specialty of that particular place where we are you can say that staying for 30 to 40 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes only for the tea, that particular restaurant or that particular outlet is offering to us. Okay, so any confusion guys in these two slides, you can discuss with me.
No, sir.
Okay, okay guys, I'm launching first poll for you. You have 1 minute to answer this poll, or you can say that answer this question. Visible to all? 'Hurry up guys, hurry up. 5 seconds more. Okay, guys, what will be the right answer for this question? Name the two important designations while selecting a site. Yes, name the two important designation while selecting a site. Destination oriented and convenience oriented, both are correct, or we can say that all
Four.
of the above. Fourth one. Okay, D, all of the above. I'm sharing your result with you. Just check your result and then we will move forward to the slide. Okay, there are some more points we have to keep in our mind while selecting a site. Okay, site selection research, like we have to do research like for the particular market where we are going to open our restaurant or any kind of hospitality industry. because that is very much important. Because if we go to the market, then only we get the idea like what type of client are over there, what kind of food people are preferring over there. Okay, to whom we have to pitch for our restaurant, like maybe the teenagers, maybe the families, maybe you can say that the college girls and boys. Okay, maybe the business people. Okay, so we just plan our restaurant according to that, only possible by researching on the market, or researching when we are opening the site or selecting a site. Okay, and next, guidelines for selecting or a site selection. There are some guidelines: the type of customer, which I already told you, the client age, the guest, the spending power of our client, to whom we are pitching, to whom, for whom we are going to open our restaurant. Okay, construction or remodeling cost, like construction cost, what type of constructions cost over there. Like if we are opening some kind of restaurant in our local area, then we already know. But if we are opening new site, like if we are running one outlet in our city, but next one we have to open at some other state, or at some other city, then we have to also know about the construction cost and remodeling cost. Like if we have to remodel or renovate that restaurant after 10 years or after 12 years, then what will be the cost we have to pay for the remodeling process. Investment requirement by lending instructions, like what will be the investment requirements. Like if we are investing our whole money over there, then what kind of you can say that the advantages we are getting from that particular state. Okay, sometimes we get loans from the government, or some kind of concession on land over there, because we are going to open our restaurant, or we are developing their state. Okay, by opening our restaurant. So there are so many instructions and requirements we have to know about that. Local ordinance, state and federal laws, like there are any local ordinance for which we have to get some documents or some legalization. Okay, according to the state or federal laws, like if there are some law according work, we also have to done by time. Okay, like nowadays, if we have to open some kind of restaurant, we need the proper fire safety, you can say, the license, and food safety license. Okay, from the government. So we also have to keep in our mind like these points. Availability of workers, like there are how much people are ready to work over there. Like maybe हमें बाहर से भी लाने पड़ सकते हैं, but at least the basic need which we required at our initial stage, we need the local one. So local availability of workers we also have to keep in our mind. The option to sell alcoholic beverages, like the location we are finalizing, there is you can say that the permission we have to take over there to serve alcoholic beverages or not. Okay, sometimes they are the nearby uske koi gurdwara ya koi mandir ho sakta hai. So we have to check that also, because we can't serve uh, alcoholic beverages near to these places, like especially schools and colleges also. Okay, we have to consider that also. Okay, so try to uh, keep in your mind to while selecting the site. Okay, parking availability, very much important these days, because all the people are having cars at their home. uh, Approximately एक गाड़ी तो हर किसी के पास है ही है. So you have to check that also, how much parking availability over there, accessibility क्या है वहाँ पे. Okay, occupancy cost, rent, taxes, insurance, and so on. There's so many things which we will discuss further on. Like occupancy cost, what occupancy cost we get over there, like rents, how much tax we have to pay, insurance, what insurance price we need to pay. Okay, at the time of opening, the tax at the end of the year, that also we have to consider, and rent especially. Okay, because rent is the very much important if we are owning that place. Like if we are purchasing that place, then it is okay. But if you are taking that place on rent, then you have to also check that, like you are taking at a reasonable price or not, or at a reasonable rent or not. Okay. uh, and so on. Next is your utility requirements and speed of traffic. Like utility requirements, like what things you are taking from the market and what are the very much useful to you. Okay, and the speed of traffic. Speed of traffic means how many guests are coming in your restaurant on daily basis. Okay, the speed of traffic means like the guest coming to our restaurant, that is enough for the restaurant or not. If not, then we have to try to make some changes, or you can say that try to pitch other kind of you can say that guests. Like if we are pitching to the teenagers, then we can also pitch to the family members or families, or you can say that business people. So that for this we have to do to change our menu. Okay, change our menu, or maybe sometimes we have to change our decor also. Okay, so these are the points we have to keep in our mind while selecting any kind of site for a restaurant. Next slide is your proximity to workforce. Almost as important as begin accessibly to the public is the need to be located close to the potential labor pool. Are you employee able to live close by? Do the routes and hours of public transportation system mesh well with your business? The foot traffic or footfall pattern also are worth close examination. Like whenever we are approximate to workforce, like when we are opening any kind of restaurant, we first have to, after setting up all the site, deciding the site, the theme, the decor, what we have to focus on labor. Okay, because if we have our employees, then only we can run our restaurant. So you have to also check that the employees you are hiring, that are close enough to your restaurant or not. Because if they are not close, then there are transportation facility over there, they can come to your restaurant on time. And when if you are closing late, then they can go easily to go back to their home. Okay, so that is also very much important in any kind of business. Okay, and if there is no any kind of good transportation system, or the people are not very much local, who are the whom you are hiring. Okay, then what you can do, the people can stay at your place. Then again you have to take the place on rent, or maybe like you can purchase that place to stay your employees over there. Okay, so these are also very much important points whenever you are selecting your site. Okay, continue the slide. Do plenty of people pass your protective location of foot? Are the sidewalks wide enough, in good shape, and brightly light? Can customer access your building from the outside, or must they enter another door first before they can find yours? Like this is again the very much important. Like if you are selecting any kind of site, the nearby places, like the footpaths, you can say that the sidewalks from where the customer is coming, that are maintained well or not. If we talk about, if we take an example, like if we take a shop in a Ranjit Avenue, there, that is fully developed. But if we take the shop into the inner city, or near to the Rushy area, there are not very much well. Okay, so people avoid coming over there. Okay, but if we talk about Ranjit Avenue, or the place which are very much well, the people are like to go over there, because there are so plenty of parking space over there. People can buy some kind of other stuff while eating food also. Okay, so these are also the points you have to kept in your mind when you are selecting any kind of site. Okay, the lights over there. Okay, if people are coming late in the night, there is no very much darky area. Okay, Next, in next point, can customer assess your building from the outside? Like if people are coming to your place, whether he is going to the other door, they can prefer to come to your restaurant, okay, rather than going to some other restaurant, okay. So your building or your the place which you are selecting, that is very much attractive, and people come first rather going to the other restaurant, okay. Any confusion, guys, till now? Yes, any confusion?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Next is your previous ownership. Like previous ownership, again, a good point. Like if I'm buying some kind of restaurant which is already owned by some other people, like I'm purchasing from them, then we have to keep these points in our mind, okay. Was this site previously a restaurant? Like first we have to ask uh, ourselves that is if that site is already a restaurant and we purchased that place from the previous owner, okay. If so, take a great care to determine why it is closed. Like first we have to analyze on them, make a points why that restaurant is closed, or why this place is sell by to me from the previous owner. Like क्यों मेरे को उसने बेच दी है, ठीक है. This is the first point. If it is appropriate, talk with the previous tenants and neighboring business about the pluses and minuses of the location. Like you can also go to your neighbor shops, onto the neighbor restaurants. Not don't go like you are the owner of that restaurant, just going as a customer, and then ask or take feedback from them, okay. uh, that will be helpful to you, okay. And you can also ask from the previous owner, whosoever the person is taking care of that restaurant, okay, so that you can get the appropriate or approximate idea why that restaurant get closed, okay. And neighborhoods, I already told you, like neighborhood businesses, you can get the pluses and minuses of that location, like what will be helpful for this location, what will be not helpful for that, how I can increase the revenue of that particular place, okay. What type of menu I can put over there, okay. uh, Next, putting up and under new management sign is not enough to guarantee success where other have failed. Like if you are getting any kind of, just wait. Okay, putting an under new management sign is not enough to guarantee success where other have failed. Like if you are doing some kind of, you can say that sign up with other the place where it's already a restaurant or already that hospitality industry, that is not guaranteed that if you are a new person or you are having good knowledge about that particular place, you can all get succeed. Okay, the failures may come, so try to analyze that place, why it is get closed, why it is not running very good, or taking the points plus minuses of that place. So if you get succeed, or if you earn more revenue from that place which is already get closed by the previous owner, okay. And next, a bankruptcy in the building past may make it more difficult to secure financing for in another venture. There today's investor are caution. Like you just have to check thorough legal documents of that particular place, if it's already a bankrupted or some other kind of things over there. You have to first clear that, or you can say to the previous owner, okay. Before buying that particular you can say that place, you have to clear that, then you buy that, okay, so that in future you can get safe, okay. So guys, just read this, and I'm just Okay, guys, any confusion in this previous ownership? Yes, guys, you can answer. I'm
No,
waiting for
sir.
your answer.
Clear है सब कुछ.
Okay, next is your again we continuing the previous slide, the visibility, parking, and accessibility. Like again, if you are the previous owner, why that leave that restaurant, you have to check these points also. Visibility, what will be the visibility of over there, accessibility, how people easily come over there or not. They are not familiar with that place. You can also check that parking space over there. Okay, that is very much important nowadays. Parking is very much important if you are opening some kind of restaurant. First check the parking space over there. Okay, at least at one time the 10 or 7 to 10 cars can park easily, then only you can pitch your client easily. Okay, and visibility and accessibility. Visibility, like if people are coming over there, your building where that particular restaurant is over there is not very much visible to the customer, to the guest. Okay, so that they can prefer other restaurants, or they don't know about if there is a restaurant over there, a good restaurant over there. So try to increase the visibility of your restaurant and accessibility of your restaurant. Next is your restaurant cluster. There are streets in most cities that seem to be lined with eating places. Such areas are commonly known as restaurant clusters. People tend to conjugate in these areas, which help your place become a regular destination for some. For all their advantages, however, cluster have life cycle. Make sure you choose one that is not headed for a downtown in economic or popularity. Do not try to duplicate any of the concept already at the work in your cluster. And remember that the national uh, casual dining chain seem to work better in a cluster than fancy white tablecloth establishment. Okay, restaurant cluster like the local market where the local food is serving over there. Okay, so in that you just what you can do, you can just don't try to make your restaurant very much fancy. Okay, try to make your restaurant casual, because if you are making them fancy, or because uh, the amount of your dishes or the place getting increased, but the place where you are opening your restaurant, that is the cluster or the local food market, there people prefer the not very much expensive food. Okay, and also do not copy any concept which is already very much popular over there. Try to come up with some new innovation. Okay, or some new with some new idea, and also try to make your food economically, and you can say that less expensive. Okay, so this is the main reason if you are selecting the site over there in the restaurant cluster on the local market food chains. Okay, so this is okay. Next is your guest footfall. Again, very important. Guest footfall is very much important, because if guest comes, then only we can run our restaurant, give our employees their wages. Okay, and bear our expenses in a restaurant. So guest both regular and infrequent. You want 50% of your guests to fall into the category of regular, who visit your restaurant 3 to 5 times per month. The markets segment that typically can provide these diners are single, young families, retires, affluent, empty nesters of office or professional crowd. Like if we talk about the guest footfall, when you are selecting your site, you also have to focus on this point also. because sometimes like some guests or our customers are very much regular to our restaurant, but some are uh, infrequent. Okay, they may come after a 6 month or after a 3 months, but some are coming in a 2 or 3 days in a month, or sometimes five in a month, or you can say that 2 times in a week also. Okay, so you can categorize these in a regular and infrequent. So try to pitch 50% of your customer in a regular customers. Okay, by giving them extra, you can say that extra complimentary food, or you can say that with some discounts. Okay, some new you can say that advantages. Okay, so if you are putting your 50% of your customers in a regular ones, okay, that may be singles, young families, retires, infant, empty nesters, office and professional crowds. You can pitch singles, young families, and office and professional crowds, because they are come regularly means 3 to 5 times in a month. Okay, uh, and next point, the focals must live or work nearby. When you visit your competition to do market research, notice who eats out and when. Observe that, observe what they order and how long they stay. Okay, what is about this particular site, and site that seems to attract them. Like you can also check to your competitors what they are doing, what they are serving to the guests, how long the guests staying over there, how frequently they are ordering, and what they are ordering regularly over there. So you can also you can change your menu according to that. Okay, or do some good innovation in your food. Okay, so that the customer get regular over there. Okay, working with the design team. Okay, the design process is very much a team effort. The competition of the team composition of the team will vary depending on the capability and the budget of the owner and the requirement of the project. Like working with a design team means ki, like whenever you are working for some particular task, you have to design your team, or you can say that you can just give the target to your team so that they can achieve in a very good manner. Okay, and also whatever you are giving to them, that also depending upon the owner also. Okay, what kind of project that is, the budget they are offering to them, they can work according to that. Okay, and the requirement of that particular things. Okay, if we say we are the things we are saying to our employees, you have to do this, you have to do this, but the requirement is zero over there for that things, then we never get succeed in a project what on which we are doing the work. For a discussion, this team will consist of these professionals: an architect with engineering, mechanical, electrical, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning (HVAC) professional advisor. Like if we say if we take an example, like an architect can work with the engineer, mechanical, electric, the things the restaurant is needed, that is only done by the architect. Whenever you are selecting your site, you have to give these kind of work to the architect, not to your chef. Okay, they can't do that. The particular task for the particular profession. Okay, an interior designer, a kitchen designer, a food service consultant, a general contractor with a construction crew, builder, plumber, painter, electrician, roofer, etc. So these are the, you can say that the whatever you are designing or whatever you are doing for some particular project, after selecting a site, you have to give that work to the professional who are very much expert in that profession. Okay, so the this is the way we can do the work after selecting a site, or to achieve that site in a manner which we required. So guys, I'm just launching another poll. You have 1 minute to answer this. Fifteen seconds more, guys. Hurry up. Time over. Two categories of guest footfall. How we calculate? Like how we calculate the categories of guest footfall? Option A, regular and infrequent. Like regular and infrequent, those who are coming 3 to 5 times in a month, and infrequent in a once in a month. Okay, sharing your result. Just check your result. Guys, let's move to the slide. Working with the designing team, we have done with this now. Any confusion in this? I think there is no confusion from your side. Okay, next is your creating comfort. Creating comfort, there is some debate about exactly how much impact the look and feel of the restaurant has on it success as a place to eat. After all, the most important element are food and service. Like creating a comfort, that is the second thing. But first of all, we focused on our service and the food. If the food is good, all the things can, maybe you can say that, avoided. But if the food and the service is not good in that particular restaurant, then the guests never tolerate whatever the comfort you are providing, whatever the decor, whatever the, you can say that, utensils or cutlery or hollowwares you are providing over there to eat. But if the food is not good and the service is not good, service and food will never be compromised by the guest. However, it is the look and the feel of the restaurant that invites people to go in. Often you will hear the word comfort associated with atmosphere. Of course, comfort means different things to different people. Like if we talk about the comfort, creating a comfort point, whenever we are selecting the site, or whenever we are creating some kind of restaurant for the guest, the first of all, food and the service is the most important thing. But after that, the sometime we can invite people to our restaurant with the comfort, or you can say that the attractiveness of our restaurant, by the attractiveness or looks and the feel of our restaurant. And you can say that the word comfort associated with atmosphere, like whatever the atmosphere of that particular restaurant, that uh, you can say that gives the comfort to the guest also. Okay, if we can say we are going to the casual restaurant. Okay, there are light decor over there. The menu is not up to the mark, or you can say the you can say that Chinese menu over there. Okay, so that is the different comfort. If we go to the 5 star or the 7 star or the 3 star restaurant in any hotel, the comfort level of that particular restaurant is on another level. So that may be different to different, because what type of we are paying to that, the comfort is again according to that, giving by that particular association, or you can say that by the particular hospitality industry. and also there are many different ways, or the depending upon the thinking of the guest or on the client, the different things to the different people. Like comfort bhi bahut tarah se different rehta hai. Like some people think like if the food and the service is good, they think that is the comfort. If some people think the food and service is up to the mark, but decor or the sitting area of that particular restaurant is not good, then they think this is not the comfort. So comfort means different things to different people, so we can't take comfort as a in a single line. Okay, continued has idea. The temperature of room, the style of or bedding of the chairs, professional preference for a booth instead of tables. Okay, and sense of privacy or openness, proximity to other diners, ability to separate diners with small children from those who want to less uh, observation experience, and accessibility for patrons with physical limitation are just a few common concerns. Discomfort is almost always attributed to a poorly designed atmosphere. Like if we say what is comfort, the temperature of that room. If the winters are over there, the room should be cozy. If the summers, then it should be cold. Okay, that may also comfort for some people. Style of padding of the chairs, like on the chairs you are offering to the guest, then that is full cushioned or full padded. Okay, that is again one of the point we can say that the comfort. Personal preference for booths instead of table, like personal preference for booths, like there will be a partition between every table. Okay, that or you can say that the cabins that where you are putting your tables and chair, that should be in a single cabin. So that is also the one another thing of the, you can say, the comfort. A sense of privacy or openness, like maybe some places are very much private, like no one can see other guests while eating. Okay, again the booth system instead of single table, and openness, that also another point. So there are so many points: proximity to other diners, ability to separate diners with small children, like those who are coming with the children, they may get want separate diners. Like separate diners means like separate places to eat. Okay, again the sometimes some people are with a physical limitation, they also you can say that need some kind of special treatment over there, or you can say some special place for them. Okay, or special chairs for them. So that also we come in the comfort points. Okay, so any confusion, guys, here? Creating comfort. No confusion? Okay, next slide is your dining area layout. Like this is again very much important. Restaurant like to be think very every seat is the best, of course. Like if we design some place, our thinking is each and every place of that particular area or of the particular restaurant is the best. Okay, maybe for guests that come with a different perception, but for us who are building or who are uh, preparing that restaurant, that is the very much best place. Okay, when designing the dining area, we planned schemes carefully shapes the customer perfection with these components, like table shape, size and positions, number of seats at each table, multi floral step or elevator areas of setting, painting posters or murals. Okay, so whenever we are planning some kind of restaurant, the dining area layout for us is the best place, or whatever we are planning, we are planning the best. Okay, but again for the customer, by the customer perception, we can't say that is the best or not. So but we have to carefully design or keeping in our mind that the table shapes which we are preferring, the size and the positions of that table should be at accurate place. Okay, number of sitting on a particular table, like if the table are having a capacity with 6, we have to put 6 chairs over there, not 8. Okay, if the table are having the capacity with 4 chairs, we have to put 4 chairs over there. Okay, multiple floors, steps or elevator areas of setting, like if you can say that the floor and the steps areas, elevators for the people who are having the physical limitation. So we have to plan our restaurant according to them also. Okay, for children's also. Okay, with the special chairs also. Painting, posters and murals, like whatever the paintings, posters and the sculptures we are using in our restaurant, that should be at up to the mark. Okay, uh, uh, collaborate with the restaurant decor. Okay, that awkward nahi lagna chahiye wo. Okay, type of continued is light, type of intensity of light, like what type of light we are using. If we are like using bright lights at some place, with that we have to also put some dull lights, so some people don't avoid the bright lights. Okay, for them we can switch on the dim lights over there. Okay, or sometimes we have to make that particular place for some different occasions, so we can change the light system according to that. Planters, patrons or screens, like whatever we are using, plant artificial plants, patrons or screens, whatever we are using, that should be according to the restaurant decor. Attention to slight lines to block any undesirable view, restroom, kitchen, service areas, like whatever. If there is a partition between any restaurant, we have to avoid that. We should put some kind of slight lines over there, some kind of wind sheets. Some are coming in the market. We can put over there. Muffling or distraction noise, like clutching dishes, outside traffic or construction. Like we have to put noise cancellation material in our restaurant, because sometimes the noise from the kitchen or the outside traffic, if our restaurant is situated near to the highway, or you can say near to the busy street, we can put our noise cancellation equipment in our restaurant. Okay, as some kind of construction are going outside to our restaurant, we can also then again we put the noise cancellation equipment in our restaurant. Placement of service area, coffee station, dirty dish bins, etc. Like placement of service areas, like your sideboards, your coffee machines, your bar, your bins, where you are putting your soiled linen, soiled dishes over there. Okay, that should be at an accurate place. That should not be like come in the eye of your guest. Okay, and that should be the place where the guest can't go, or at the back of the area. Okay, but we can't say the coffee station, or you can say that the sideboard, that should be in your restaurant. But the dirty dish bins, or the the soiled linen box, we can avoid that in a restaurant. Okay, any confusion, guys? We have completed selecting a site topic. Any confusion, any doubt, you can clear with me. Yes, guys, any confusion, any doubt, you can clear with me right now. I'm very happy to solve your doubt. Guys, there's no doubt from your side. Okay. Okay, guys, then thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank